Hi, this is Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. Today I want to speak about a very wonderful topic that's very close to my heart, and that is speaking about power of saving under a man of God. A power of saving a man of God. Now I want to speak about this because it's a topic that is closer to my heart. A topic that I've got experience of, and I've lived this life for quite a while, and I enjoy that, and it's exciting for me to serve a man of God that God called into a ministry and has got a vision, and serving under that man and supporting a man of God and seeing a man of God successful. That excites me. And I'm going to share this out of personal experience, of course. And I know that some of you are sitting in churches and you are forever doubtful. Why am I supporting somebody? Why do I waste my time to support somebody and serve somebody? But I want to tell you now, there is a power in supporting somebody. There's a power in serving under a man of God and assisting a man of God to stand up and be able to be successful. And this is very key. And I'm speaking about this topic because I know for sure there are those of you who are doubtful whether it is something that you would do. And some of you are doing it, but you are impatient with it because you feel now you're wasting your time. You could be working on your own projects. But I want to speak about this topic because, as I said, it's close to my heart and I love it. Now, the first point that I want to bring about is that that is another way of serving God when you're serving a man of God. When you are submitting under a man of God, you're serving God. And that's the way to serve God. Because remember, a man of God, called by God, given a vision by God, is actually doing the work of God. Now, because of that, when you serve this man of God, submit under his vision and support his vision, you're actually supporting the work of God. You're actually serving God. And that's the way to serve God. So take pleasure in submitting under a man of God. Take pleasure in serving under a man of God, because by so doing, you are serving God. Secondly, it is very important that you know that you will receive the honor of the man of God. That you will receive the man of God's reward from God himself. When you are serving under the man of God, when you are submitting under the man of God, you are actually receiving the reward of the man of God. If you welcome a prophet, or if you serve a prophet, if you are supporting a prophet, you are actually receiving the reward of a prophet from God. And this is very important, and I'm mentioning this because some of you might not be aware of that. That by so doing, you are actually receiving the reward of that man of God in your life. Now, also you learn the ropes of how to manage your own ministry. Because some of you are called by God. You're having your own ministry in the radar. You're having your own ministry in line that you're going to open right now. Now, in that particular incident, you're going to need to learn from somebody. You're going to need to submit under somebody's church or a ministry whereby you can actually follow them and see how they do things. You are learning the ropes. You are learning how to run things. You are learning how to see a ministry being ran. And that's very important. Because some of the people don't know how to run a ministry because they've never submitted under any ministry before. Some of the people don't know how to run a ministry because they've never learned from anybody. Remember, life is about mentorship. And hence we're having the word discipleship in the Bible. Because all the disciples that followed Jesus, they knew how to walk the path of Christianity because they've walked with Jesus and followed him. And that's the same concept, that if you are serving under a man of God, you are going to learn the ropes of how to run a ministry because you are learning by seeing and witnessing. You are learning by experiencing in the ministry of someone of how they run their own ministry. And that's very important. And I'm mentioning this because some of you are serving under ministries and you know that you've got a calling and God has called you to open your own ministry. So please submit under somebody, learn under somebody, and serve this man of God diligently. Because as you do that, you're learning the ropes and you will be helped yourself and be able to run your own ministry in the future. That is very important that we mention that. Serving develops your own leadership skills as well. Because when you serve, you develop leadership skills. We develop leadership skills by serving under somebody. by watching how they lead, how they guide, how they direct, by serving under somebody who is a leader. That's the only way you're going to be a leader as well. I've given you an example of the disciples that followed Jesus. They knew how to become leaders because they've learned leadership from Christ himself. They've seen how he walked. They've seen how he led. They've seen how he did things. And they learned how to do things as well. And because of that, we have seen that they've learned and become good leaders because they've submitted under Christ himself. So submit under somebody because that's the way you learn leadership. Now, I want to also emphasize that faithful serving of somebody's ministry brings about faithful servants as well to your own ministry in future. When you are serving under somebody faithfully, you are submitting under somebody faithfully, be rest assured, God will give you faithful servants that will submit under your ministry in future as well. You're going to be able to serve, to run your ministry effectively. God will bring people that will be faithful to you as you've been faithful as well in other people's ministries. That's very important. So therefore, it is not a waste to be faithful. It's not a waste to be faithful to other people's ministries. So I want to emphasize that, please make sure that you remember that as you become faithful to somebody's ministry, you're actually building your own legacy. You're investing yourself into something that is going to happen to you as well. Because God is going to give you faithful servants as you've been a faithful servant in somebody's ministry. So please remember that. It is very, very important as well. So faithful serving opens doors for you. Remember, people trust the people who are able to serve others. So if you're not able to serve others, then therefore you're missing out into having people that will serve you. And also, remember also that you cannot be trusted if you cannot serve. You cannot be trusted if you cannot be faithful to someone. Now, if you are faithful to submit under someone and you can actually enhance trust from other people, you can win trust from other people because people trust the people that are faithful. People trust the people that are serving. If you are serving faithfully, you're basically building a legacy of trust because everybody's going to trust you and believe you because they know that if you can submit under somebody, so therefore you're trustworthy and faithful as well. I want to end up here today. Your host, Micornus Phokane, and I hope that you've learned quite a bit out of this as well. And as I'm checking out, I want to direct you to our YouTube channel under Micornus Phokane. I want to direct you to our Facebook page, Church Governance Solutions, and Micornus Phokane as well. So please like those pages and make sure that you click the notification button as well, that when we post videos in future of this kind, you will be able to be notified and you will be able to catch us out there and follow us as we continue teaching these sermons. But I want to emphasize that we are Church Governance Solutions. We are restoring godly order in the house of the orderly God. We are called as an apostolic ministry to speak about these issues without fear or failure or favor. And that is why we'll boldly approach these issues and confront them so that the church of God can get back to normal. And therefore, order can be restored in the house of the orderly God. May the good Lord bless you. Allow me to check out right here and say cheers for now.